So, hey guys, just wanted to do a quick deck profile on the Bystial Maliss. Just so you know, I went 2-2 at locals, and some of the mistakes were my own. The mistakes were mainly like me forgetting to set the trap of White Binder, and the other one was, I wouldn't really call it a skill issue, but my opponents just drew the out, and someone main deck Lancia. Do you know how weird that is? Anyway, going into the profile, we play 3 of the White Rabbit and 3 of the Dormouse and 1 Chessy Cat, making it 7. We play 3 of the Field Spell, 1 of each trap. What I like to do is, so in your normal combo, you go through these 2. This one you set of the White Rabbit, this one you set of White Binder. I believe her name is White Rabbit, right? Yeah, White Rabbit. And in my opponent's turn, what I like to do is once I banish Red Ransom, I like to bring it back and then banish a White Rabbit from deck so I can set the MTP07. And in my opponent's turn, banish a monster and banish a card non-targeting. Anyway, honorary Malice monsters, the Dotscaper, and the Code of Soul to help you into quick link into your opponent's turn. Following that, we play 2 talents, well actually 3 talents. It's quite a fun card to play if you can get it in your hand, but you might want to side this out with Thrust and see how you can do that. We play 2 cross out, that's mainly because of the 40 card limit that I'm trying to keep. But yeah, 2 cross outs, 1 called by, 1 gold sark, and 1 cyanide mining. I can see the reasons for playing Allure. However, people at my locals, they main deck their Lancias, and Allure will in a way turn into a pot of greed if it's your first action. But the people at my locals just shotgun the Lancia, and I just sit there and like, you son of a little, you know. Moving on, we have 3 Imperms. Bystial part, we have 1 Baldrake, 2 Drew Swarm, 1 Magnemite, 2 Libellions, and 1 Regained. Regained has been fun because I get to interrupt my opponents during their turn, and whenever they banish something, it's always a little bit of fear of like, oh, I activate this pay, and I'm just sitting there like, I'll chain that and have you pay and draw a card out of it. Anyway, 1 Nib for the crossout target, triple Fuelos. I'm not sure how I feel about Fuelos, but you know, it gets the job done and it gives you draws in case you go second. And of course, we play triple Ash. So those are the main deck monsters, and that brings it to a nice 40 card limit. And now for the extra deck, we have 1 Link Decoder, MVP for recycling and keeping resources, and it's very nice to banish off. Well, once it gets banished, to just regain, put it back so you can do it again. Link Karibo, those are the Link ones. Splash Mage, Haggard, and SB Little Knight, and these are the Link 2s. Now moving on to the Link 3s, of course we play 1 Cryptor, Red Ransom, and White Binder. I believe that's all you need. I don't see any reason to play multiple, but it depends on how the format's going to shape up. And then, of course, our Link Force, we have Firewall for your combos, Access Code to finish the games, Griffin to lock your opponent out and make sure that only you play the game. And to be fair, one of my defeats, it was more of a reading error on my side. It had to do with Griffin. My opponent was playing Ryzio, and he attacked into the Griffin while I had the field spell and a Malice Link monster on field. And the field spell specifically states, let's just get the card out. While you control a Malice Link monster, your opponent monsters can only target Malice Link monsters for attacks. I didn't know that, and that kind of lost me the game. But, you know, the more you know. Link 5 is your Firewall Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo Tempest Terahertz, which is very nice and can kind of end games, depending on how you use it. But yeah, that's it. And for the last ones, we have our Ultimate Slayer targets, which are in the side deck. I know some people prefer to not play Aggregator or Packbit and just play one of them, and then they add Link Spider in the extra deck. But I prefer Violence, let's just say that, because I just like to chuck an Ultimate Slayer at someone and be like, ha, your monster's in the back row now, here, or ha, your field spell's negated, and then you can do all kinds of stuff. And D-Save Worm kind of helps. I was considering playing this as a going second build and just cutting out all the hand traps and just play board breakers, but you know, just wanted to share this deck profile before I make the changes, as I've been making like some videos about the Bystial Maliss deck, and I believe it just needs a little more support and something to bridge it in, because some of the games that I lost, the hands were mainly either just Maliss monsters or just Bystials. And if you don't have a way of connecting both of them together, it kind of stops your progress. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with Supreme Darkness coming out next month.